Hello guys, welcome to third session of electrochemistry. Here we will be discussing one of the main topic of electrochemistry which will help you to solve multiple numericals. Okay, and like it's very important. Like please go through this topic very carefully and do practice numericals based on this. Let's begin. The topic is Nernst equation. Okay. So Nernst equation is very important. Why it is important? Because in the previous case when we were discussing about standard electrode potential, we were telling that concentration of all the species which are involved in the electrode reaction should be unity, should be just one. Okay, but obviously it cannot be true. Okay, like it's very impossible. So this need not be always true, because you know that reactions are being carried out. If reactions are being carried out, the reaction concentration will change, so you cannot always maintain unity as the concentration. So in order to solve this big problem of maintaining concentration, Nernst came up with this famous equation, which is Nernst equation, which is, let's say, for a metal M is having n plus charge, it is obtaining n number of electron and getting converted into M solid. So if you want to write down the E cell, or let's say E cell of this reaction, it will be simply E value or electrode potential is equals to standard electrode potential minus RT upon NF ln of M upon Mn plus. As simple as that. Okay, here this M is in solid, so the concentration of solid M is taken as unity, so you can write down this equation as E of Mn plus to Mn is equals to E naught of Mn plus to M minus RT upon NF ln of 1 upon Mn plus. Okay, now what is R here? R here is the gas constant, T here is the temperature, F here is the Faraday's constant, and N is the number of electrons which are involved in the reaction. Okay, now let me give you an example. Like for example, we were talking about Daniell cell. So Daniell cell, if you see, this was the for the cathode part, you can write down E of cathode part is equals to E naught of cathode minus RT upon 2F. Why there is 2? Because 2 electrons are involved in Daniell cell. Okay, ln of 1 upon Cu2 plus aqueous. Same way for anode, you can write down the same equation. And what is the cell potential? Cell potential was simply E right minus E left. Okay, so cathode is on the right hand side and anode is on the left hand side. So E right minus E left. When you do this, okay, basically you are kind of subtracting all this minus all this. When you do that, you get this equation. Okay, so E cell potential is equals to E naught of cell minus RT upon 2F ln Zn2 plus upon Cu2 plus. Here, very easy reaction, easy to remember. So now let us talk about generality of this reaction. Like if you want to express generally for any other reaction, like let's say that you have a reaction AA plus BB gives you CC plus DD, and there are n number of electrons are involved. So E cell for this reaction will be given by E naught of cell minus RT upon NF ln C raised to C D raised to D the whole upon A raised to A B raised to B. Okay, so please note down that R is a constant, T is a constant, F is a constant, and ln is natural logarithm which can be converted into log to the base 10. If you do that, this equation simply gets converted into E cell. Please write it down, very important. E cell is equals to E naught cell minus 0.059 divided by n, where n are the number of electrons involved, log to the base 10 C raised to C, D raised to D, A raised to A, B raised to B. Okay, so that is your Nernst equation, which you should remember for any general reaction, which is AA plus BB gives you CC plus DD, where n number of electrons are involved. Now let's talk about the equilibrium constant from Nernst equation, like how you can calculate the equilibrium constant value from Nernst equation. Okay, Now, first of all, what is equilibrium? Equilibrium is the one when, let's say, the rate of forward reaction is equals to rate of backward reaction. Overall, it simply means that there is no net reaction taking place. If there is no net reaction taking place, the cell potential becomes zero. Okay, so E cell is equals to 0 at equilibrium, that is equals to E naught of cell minus 2.303 RT upon NF log of Zn2 plus Cu2 plus. Okay, this is because we are taking Daniell cell as our example. Okay, so 2 electrons are involved, hence this is 2. So from here you can easily calculate, because E naught cell is known to us, R is known to us, T is known to us, F is known to us. So this quantity which is inside the bracket Zn2 plus concentration upon Cu2 plus concentration is basically your Kc. Okay, that is your reaction reaction constant. Okay, so sorry, equilibrium constant. This is your equilibrium constant. So you can simply put, instead of this ratio, you can put Kc, and you see that Kc value can be expressed in terms of E naught of cell. So generally, in general, you can write down E naught of cell is equals to 2.303 RT NF log of Kc, or simply 0.059 upon N log of Kc, and this is your E naught of cell. So hence E naught of cell and Kc values, equilibrium constant values, are related to each other. Okay, so sometimes, let's say, equilibrium constant of a reaction is very difficult to measure. Okay, so if it is really very difficult to measure, you can simply calculate E naught of cell, and after calculating E naught of cell, you can find the value of Kc. Okay, or vice versa. Now, let us also talk about electrical work done. So, what is electrical work done? Now, if electrical work done, if you remember physics, okay, first chapter, it is simply electric potential multiplied by the total charge which is passed through it. Okay, so cell potential is E cell, and the total charge that is passed through it is basically N into F. Okay, if the EMF of the cell is E and NF is the amount of charge that is passed, so delta GR or delta RG, that is Gibbs energy of the reaction, is given by minus NF E cell. Okay, now E cell is an intensive parameter. Basically, this is depending only on the intensive property. It does not depend on amount, or does not depend on the amount of substance which is there. Okay, but delta GR is an extensive thermodynamic property. So because it is dependent on the value of N. For example, if you take Zn, this reaction Zn plus Cu2 plus gives you Zn2 plus Cu, you see that delta R of G, that is Gibbs free energy, is 2F E cell. Okay, minus sign is there, 2F E cell is there. So if you multiply this reaction with 2, okay, if this is the reaction, then your Gibbs free energy is minus 4Fe. So you see that delta G value depends on the number of electrons. Okay, it's an extensive thermodynamic property. That means it depends on the amount of substance which is there. Whereas E cell is, for a given reaction, is constant always. Okay, it is an intensive parameter. Now, if the concentration of all the reacting species is unity, then E cell is equals to E naught of cell. Okay, basically that is the electrode potential is equals to standard electrode potential. So same way, we also have standard Gibbs energy. Okay, so standard Gibbs free energy, which is also equals to minus NF E naught of cell. And previously we saw the relation between E naught of cell and Kc. Same way we can also express there is a relation between equilibrium constant K and Gibbs free energy. Okay, so this is the relation, and that's it from my side. Okay, this was a very important session, guys. All the numericals are coming only from this area of electrochemistry. So please make sure that you have understood the Nernst equation, you have understood the relation between Gibbs free energy, E naught of cell and Kc, and try to practice some numericals on it. Okay, thank you.